Okay, we finally got a battery that would crank over. I just kind of skipped forward, but I didn't start it. It's still cold. So let's see if she'll start. And if she don't, we'll have to get some ether because it's been pretty cold. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know. Oh, come on. It's smoking. I can smell it. There she goes. All right. She fired up. Yeah, she ain't smoking too bad. I actually have to put a piece of pipe in there. That's not connected all the way. It's actually broke off right there. We might measure that and go get us a piece of pipe and maybe fix that. But we'll let her run. Let the old girl warm up. Let's turn the heater on. I think it does. It works. Noisy as hell, but there she quit. Now she's blowing. She's blowing. We'll find out if that works. Since we're going to be running it and it's going to be cold, we do have to have an air. I have to have an air line made, which after this thing warms up, we'll go ahead and run down and have an air line made. I'm gonna let it run, let it warm up. I did check the oil and the water. You're always supposed to check all that stuff. Antifreeze before you start. We did do that. I was gonna sell this whole thing. I bought this truck off of a boy that bought it at an auction. It belonged to a coal mine, and it hadn't been started since '86. And we had it towed home, and I put some new fuel filters on it, filled them up. And it has the old style brake chambers. So we shoved it about 6 or 7 feet with a farm tractor, and it fired right up and dumped. Everything works on it. We're going to use it on the farm as a dump truck. And then I believe I'm going to pull the bed off because this was a road tractor at one time. Now the reason I believe that was because right here's your trailer here. So we're going to turn it back into a single axle road tractor just to kind of put an old fifth wheel wrecker on to go and get other trucks and play with, because we have other dump trucks, so that's a lot newer and more feasible to use on the road today. I mean, I don't think you can make a living with this truck, but it does. It will do the job on the farm for us. One of the reasons we're going to use it on the farm is because all 6 tires are absolutely trash. I mean, they're trash. So if we bust one on a piece of metal in the field because we're cleaning the farm up, there's an old junkyard. Yeah, most of the lights even work on this whole thing, but as you can see there, them tires, they're just trash. It's trash tires. I would never run the front ones on the highway either, just because they're so old. I think the headlights work. Let's flip them suckers on and see. Well, we got one out, but we can replace that one. No biggie. That's no big deal. So the throttle cable must be sticking a little bit. Maybe it was just cold. We're holding oil pressure. We'll see if our water temperature gauge works here. That's one reason I have that fan on. I can just reach over and feel and see if there's any heat coming out. Like if your gauge don't work, but your cooling system's working, that gauge might not ever move from where it's at because it'll be faulty. And you can reach over your heater if you have it on, you have everything right, it'll start blowing. And if it quits blowing, it means you're out of coolant or something's not working. Now, the best thing to do is just make sure you have a working water temperature gauge. But we'll go ahead and make a part 3 of this maybe after a while, after we get the air working, which I know what that is. It's a broken line. That's nothing. And another thing I was thinking about doing, I like this look on the trucks. You guys can tell me what you think. You can tell me if it looks like trash or not. But when you take the bottom part of this bat wing door off on both sides, then you can kind of see through and see the engine. I always thought that was kind of cool. But you can leave a comment if you guys would or wouldn't do that, which I would obviously save the door. We'll end this video. We'll make a part 2 or 3. We'll be on part 3.